You like anime? Due to YouTube circumstances, all our anime reactions are over at the Goosh, which is our Patreon. Over 3,000 of them. Link is in the description. A partial list is in the comment section. Bring your balls. Well, guys, we're going through it again with YouTube. Now, I've said for the longest time, we all know that YouTube has a litany of issues on the platform in general. For the longest time, I said, it's unfortunate that I keep getting swept up in them too. But now it's gone beyond that. And I think it's become clear that somebody, and I don't think it's Susan Wojcicki, I think it's somebody on the front lines at YouTube, has issue with me. And unfortunately, they must have a system here that allows someone to, at a low-level position, basically try and destroy somebody's financial life by, trying to take away their YouTube channel. And I'll tell you what happened. First of all, I posted yesterday. Oh, and let me ask you guys too. Please, I have the link to my Rumble account in the description. If you enjoy the conversations we have about topical issues at all, please, 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 just go ahead and follow there. It doesn't cost you anything or anything. The reason I say that is there's a lot of stuff we're going to be bringing up that YouTube is making it obvious I'm not going to be able to post here in its entirety. Even yesterday's video, I had to put the unblurred version over there. So please follow me there if you enjoy having those conversations. Also, I can't ask enough. I think eventually it's starting to make me believe that YouTube is going to find a way to get rid of me eventually. I know it's asking a lot. Anybody that can join the Patreon, I can't put things on the Patreon that aren't behind a paywall. I do keep a $1 level. It costs you $1 a month to see a big hunk of the material there, to be a part of the community, and $5 a month you see everything. If you have the means and are interested in doing so, want to be a part of that community, please do so, because that may be where a lot of stuff goes. That's what I'm leading to. Okay, yesterday I posted the video that was the discussion, and it's been a lively discussion, about the girl in Las Vegas who pummeled the other girl into unconsciousness in the class. As you guys saw, I only posted a small portion of the actual video, and I blurred it for YouTube. It's unblurred over at Rumble. Despite that, the video was demonetized. Now, that's not something pointed at me. That happens to everybody. That's not what I'm talking about with them YouTube directing things solely at me. But it's just kind of comical. Basically, I think what happened was because on the thumbnail, you see the girl with her arm raised about to hit the girl. Apparently, that was too traumatic for any advertisers to be involved with. And it makes me wonder with their demonetization. So it must be nobody advertises on news shows or reality shows or anything. It must be the case if everybody's that sensitive. And my question would be, you feel like, okay, you can't have monetization on that. That it'll make advertisers upset. What advertiser? You guys saw the video. We had a conversation about something that happened in real life and is of great concern and should be of great concern to many of us. And we had a conversation about what do we do going forward to prevent things like this from happening. And there's an advertiser that's going to get pissed that they were attached to that. That's a moronic idea. Why? And take it a step further. We know YouTube has an algorithm. The video is titled right. The tags are accurate. The description is accurate. All the details are there telling you what that video is about so that YouTube's algorithm can place the appropriate ads on it. And yet, they're demonetized. But that's true for all of us on YouTube. The demonetization system is entirely broken, and they are unable or unwilling to fix it, period. Now, you guys also know, a few months ago, I had one of the Meat Canyon reaction videos taken down, and I received a community guidelines warning for it. Well, the warning doesn't expire, so I had no alternative but to fight back against it because I had filed an appeal and they denied it. Now, mind you, the original video was still on YouTube, and there was a litany of reaction videos to the exact same thing. I finally got through to Team YouTube at Twitter. They were able to square it away. Video got put up. Same exact thing happened today. This is not a coincidence. This time it was a reaction video to Addict the One's Try Not to Laugh number 44. I don't know. They don't even tell you what part of the video was at issue, but apparently it had something to do with pranks being dangerous. But here's the thing. The original video exists. There are a huge number of reactions to it. There are reaction mashups to it that show the content in full. There are reactions to it that got huge 10, 20, 30 times more views than mine did. And they're okay to continue on. And no one will explain why that works. And it's become clear what it is. Again, if somebody somewhere along the lines that YouTube has decided they don't like me, that's okay. A lot of people don't like me. But the problem here is they're trying to destroy my YouTube channel, which is the basis for everything I do here in the process. And it's just like, yeah, go ahead and do it. You know, if you're, whoever this person is, if your little fifis are hurt, go ahead and try and destroy someone over it. And now here's the conversation I've had. The team at Team YouTube at Twitter is actually, they're rather good. I do have some faith in them, but here's the conversation we've had so far. So we'll see where this goes. I'll read it as we go. I wrote to them this morning at Team YouTube. A couple months ago, you guys helped me resolve a community guidelines warning I received for a reaction video that had the exact same content as a slew of other videos allowed on the platform. Now the exact same thing has happened again. I received a strike on a reaction video where the original remains on YouTube, and there is a litany of other reactions to the exact same content. Can someone please explain what's going on here? Team YouTube, thanks for reaching out. Have you appealed the strike? I have. If not, you still can. Also, you should have received an email informing you why the strike was applied. More on appealing here. Like I'm not extremely well versed in the appeals process and everything. And as I told them, I have appealed. I also received the email, but it doesn't specify the issue. It doesn't give you a time. Like if you get a copyright claim, it tells you what part of the video is in question. They refuse to do that. YouTube does. If there's something questionable, why not get specific about it? They tell you, look through the video, you'll figure it out. I can't figure it out. So I said, it doesn't specify the issue and I couldn't locate it. My main concern is, why is my content continually struck when there are huge numbers of the exact same content allowed to be on the platform without issue? I mean, isn't it reasonable, given that there is wiggle room within your parameters, for me to assume that if there is a huge number of reactions posted to content already, that I should be able to post that content as well? I think that's polite. I think that's a very reasonable question, isn't it? Am I wrong? Doesn't that question deserve an answer? Team YouTube got back to me. Appreciate the response. But we appreciate the response, but we're not actually going to address what you asked. Was your appeal rejected? If so, we recommend sharing more context on what we might have missed on it. No promises that the result will change, but we'll see what we can do to help keep us posted. I'm sure they will. They have in the past, in fairness to them. I wrote, I haven't received a response to the appeal yet. If it's rejected, I'll definitely get back to you. This is just so insanely annoying, though, being held to an entirely different standard than others. And this is the part that frustrates me, even with Team YouTube being willing to help. Why won't anybody answer that very simple question? How do you have a system where this 100 people can do something, a specific thing? One other person does that exact same thing, and they have issues for it. They get a strike, they get a reprimand, they get whatever you want to call it. They have an action taken against their channel, which is their livelihood, when everyone else is okay. And I checked these things out. By the time I had reacted to Addicts 44, there were tons of other reactions out there. The original's up, the reactions are up. I don't think it's out of the realm of cogent thought to believe that I should be able to post a reaction to it. So what exactly is going on here? There has to be a bias. And I'm not paranoid to the fact where I think that the entirety of Google focuses every day on getting me. I think there's somebody there who does not like me. Because there has to be frontline workers who review this stuff. So it's not much of a leap at all to say, okay, this person watched some of your videos, doesn't like, maybe they don't like my political stance, maybe they don't like my bald head. Who knows what the hell they don't like? But they don't like something, and they're trying to destroy my means of income because of it. And I can't get an answer from anybody at YouTube how this goes on. Just the fact of, we're going to pick you out and we're going to dock you for doing the same thing that everybody else is allowed to do. So again, I'll just ask you guys, I'm going to keep fighting this. I'm going to keep posting content to YouTube. It's not a stretch at all to believe that they're going to hack this channel out from under me. I'm not going to make a backup channel. Trust me, I'm on their radar. And if they get rid of one of your channels, you're not allowed to open more. They would make sure they found me. So I'm going to be posting the commentaries over at Rumble, the topical videos. And if we get cut off at the knees here, I would probably move everything over to the Patreon, and what the Goosh we call our Patreon. And what I would do is put all the content that would otherwise be designed for YouTube, I would put at the $1 level there, the cheapest level I can. So it would cost you $1 a month and hopefully, you'd feel it's worth it to hang out with us. That's all I got. That's the only thing I can think of. Now, again, I'm not giving up on YouTube. Don't give the wrong impression. It's not like, okay, this is just a push to get people to the Patreon. If you want to join, that'd be great. It'd make me feel better. It'd make me feel more secure about being able to continue entertaining online. It's just that this has become obviously pointed at me by someone at YouTube, and they do have the power to cut me off. If I hadn't gone to Team YouTube last time and got them to clear up that last issue, you wouldn't be seeing this video right now, because now as I got this community guideline strike, that would have shut everything down for me for a week. I wouldn't have been able to upload, live stream, or anything. So I'm balancing right on the edge right now with all of this. And even if it doesn't, I don't think it will, but even if they come back from this appeal and say, oh, okay, we reviewed it and you're good to go, there's obviously something going on here. And let me make sure. I got a notification right as we're speaking, as I'm about to wrap this up. Make sure it's okay. It was just Team YouTube responding saying, gotcha, we'll be here if you need to reach out again. So basically, they're unwilling to answer my question. They might be unable to answer my question. It's very possible that the gang at Team YouTube doesn't know why I'm being singled out. You don't know how much one branch talks to the other or anything. But if it's denied, I'll go to Team YouTube and I'll keep you guys posted. But again, just because of what may happen and that I enjoy doing this so much, if you can follow me at the other places, that would be greatly appreciated. And again, I know it's an inconvenience that everything is behind a paywall at Patreon. I apologize for that. But I will not be going exclusively there unless they push me off this platform. And they keep nudging me. They might actually give me the big push eventually. I'll talk to you guys soon.